What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to D's Daily DD. You know, the DD stands for due diligence, which means you do your homework, your research, and you stick to the facts, right? Because you don't want to trade on emotions, guys. Remember that, guys. Like, that's how you lose, right? And I just learned the fact that, your emotions only last about 90 seconds. After that, your brain kicks in and you actually have to make a decision, right? So welcome back. Thank you for coming back to the channel, guys. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there, so I do appreciate anybody who stops by and spends some time with me wherever you are, right? Right now, I'm in Arizona. It's about 2:16 p.m. And the market just closed. And yeah, we have some information we need to talk about. The title of this video, of course, is going to be AMC is pure manipulation, guys. I do have some, what I think is proof in my opinion. None of this is financial advice, guys, nor will it ever be, right? I want you to learn and have the same knowledge that luckily I have accumulated, right? So I'm trying to pass that on to you. And I know that the market has been kind of rough the past few weeks, guys. I mean, ever since the Omicron news came out, right, it kind of seems like everything's been taking a dive and it's been hard to recover, right? And specifically with the other stocks, Lucid, let's see, Bitfarms is my favorite crypto right now. Loopring, guys. I mean, they've either all just been trading sideways or they're kind of in a downtrend right now. But remember, the market moves in cycles, guys. To me, this is a bear cycle, so I'm ready for a bull run. All right. And what I want to also mention is that yesterday I wasn't feeling that great. The past 3 days I kind of had like a cold or something. So I'm feeling a little bit better, not 100% today, but a little bit better, right? Maybe like 95%. I'm feeling about 95% right now, all right? So yeah, that's all I really want to touch on, to the new subscribers. Thank you. We're growing the family every single day, and you know that I'm going to do my best to bring you the most important and crucial information, all right? So let's get to it. Ain't no messing around. And the first thing I want to, this is kind of more serious, guys. Please, check this out. Like, I think this guy's missing, right? This is Gary Gensler. He's the chair of the SEC. And I want to know if anybody has seen him, because there seems to be a lot of manipulation and a lot of, nefarious things going on in the market, in my opinion, right? But, man, if anybody's seen him, please let me know, because he seems to be missing, guys. Where is he? I don't know. But check this out. We'll start off here. These are some screenshots of the order book today, guys. They're still ping-ponging us, right? That's how they're able to walk down the price, because they will buy and sell between each other, right? A couple hedge funds or whatever, they'll just buy and sell shares to create the selling pressure, okay? And the reason you can see that is, like, look at these exact numbers: 279, 279, right? Let's see what else. 400, 400, 200. Is there a 200? No, all right. But it's kind of weird how these exact numbers just ping pong back and forth. Right on this side, 100, 100, 379, 279, 279. Right. So that's why we say the price is fake, guys. Because they're just manipulating it, right? And that's why it's like, well, where's the SEC? Where's the the people who are supposed to be in charge of this, guys? That's what the apes want to know, right? Like, where's the transparency? Where's the protection for retail? Like, it seems to be MIA, guys, honestly. So yeah, I just want to show you that the ping pong that was today, right? Okay, so let's go on to the web over here. Oh, not that one. Okay, this one right here. And yeah, this is the AMC chart, guys. Volume was 33 million, right? Still low volume. We're expecting to see a big push of volume coming through, especially with the FTDs. I'm going to go over this article about the FTDs right now. So what I drew out here was just a Fibonacci retracement, because what I saw here, especially right here when this started happening, to me that looks like a short ladder attack. I've mentioned it on the channel before. They always look the same, right? It's basically that 1, 2, 3, right? And then all of a sudden we went sideways and the apes started fighting back, right? But as you can see, these are the levels here. A lot of people mention the Fibonacci's, right? A lot of institutions and professionals trade with this, and it kind of just gives you an idea of like where the resistance and the supports would be, right? So when we started to come up, it's kind of funny right here, right? We landed right here. Now, what I want to also point out is that this is the only time we're above the EMAs today. Okay, look, if you see, The whole time we fell underneath and we couldn't get above them. And that just means that there's a resistance there, right? Like until you get over that EMAs, the EMA each one, right? The ones that represent different amount of time. That's how you show strength, okay? And then finally we got a little push there, okay? Let's go over the daily chart real quick. Actually, let me delete the Fibonacci real quick so we can see it a little clear. Okay, go back. And these are supply and demand zones, right? These are crucial points that I've noticed and I think that are important. Because if we break this master trend line, guys, that could be bad news, right? I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, we could see another one of those free fall, price actions. Not that I want that, guys. Of course, I want this to squeeze. I want this to push. I want everybody all the apes to make money for all the the crap they've put us through this past year, especially. All right, so when I had drawn this, right, it broke this. I thought from here we were gonna start moving up. Now it's not all bad because here, if you pay attention, we're right there, guys. And now there has been talk about a double bottom pattern, right? So what that means is that you get the 2 touch points and then bam, you start moving to the upside, right? So I mean, we're still okay. We don't want to see anything lower than this, guys. I mean, we need to start pushing back. And for me right now, guys, I'm gonna start saving whatever money I can right now to buy on January 28th. That's my plan. You can follow me if you want, but that was the day they took away the buy button, and that day is a big deal to me, guys, because that's just not right. I had never seen that before, where they took away the buy button and they didn't let people buy in, and they could only let them sell, right? If you're only letting sell, that's only selling pressure. Of course, the price is gonna come down. What, you think people are just gonna hold that? I don't, in the real world, I don't think so. Okay, so for the rest of the week, guys, I mean, I think we're actually going to see a push up because the max pain is 28 this week, right? Max pain is just the where the market makers want to get the stock to land, because that's where they that's where they cause the most pain to the people who buy the options, and that's how they make the most money, right? Where is this? Where's the max pain? Thought I had it right here. Here we go. It's probably this one. Yeah, okay. Max pain for the week right here, right? $28. So let's move on to this. I touched on this yesterday, right? To me, it's bullish news that AMC wants to refinance their debt. They want to, clean up their numbers and make the balance sheet look better. Okay, so what Adam Aaron said here, our quarter-ending liquidity as of September 30th, 2021 of more than 1.8 billion, including cash and undrawn revolving credit lines, remains at near record levels. It also gives us comfort. Incidentally, we do not anticipate having to borrow under those lines of credit for the next 12 months. All right, guys, there's a lot of movies coming out this year that have been pushed back, right? That's what I'm going to point out to. The short thesis to me does not make sense. They got in this because they were claiming that AMC was going to go bankrupt. It was going to go to zero, right? And maybe it was at one point, but ever since this movement really took off, guys, I mean, after that June run, people are not selling, guys. It's all been, pure manipulation, I think. And so why, I don't know if they can keep this going for another year. I mean, they've lost billions already, right? If we look back at 2021, as far as like the short sellers. So why keep this going? Remember, they have to pay a rate on the side. When they're short selling, they have to pay a little fee on the side. Okay. Let's go over this real quick. This is the options chain, right? So there's only 3,905 calls in the money. They're shorting us through the ETFs, guys, right? So there's 2 million shares and they've borrowed, and there's only 15,000 left there, right? That's how many they've borrowed through the ETFs. So they're not shorting us just through the regular. That's why this number doesn't change very much, even though, look, they borrowed more. That's why there's less. But yeah, they're still attacking us, guys. I mean, this is not normal. I've tried to point this out over and over and over, that not every stock is shorted 50% of the volume or more every single day, right? I mean, that's just not normal. And it's been going on for a year. So, I mean, Gary, hello? All right, what I want to point out here is the movies, right, that we can't wait to see in 2022. We got a lot of releases. Got Scream coming up. Batman's going to be a huge deal, right? A lot of Batman fans. Let's see, what else? Legally Blonde 3, John Wick, Top Gun, which has been pushed back a bit. Jurassic World, right? There is movies lined up all year long, in my opinion, right? Mission Impossible, Black Panther. That's till the end of the year. But guys, if AMC has already had a great 2021, I mean, I assume and I predict, and in my opinion, they're gonna have a great 2022 as far as revenue and sales. Okay, so these guys are gonna be toast eventually, guys. Eventually, right? Maybe by the end of Q1, right? When they report the Q4 numbers. March 8th is, I believe, that day when they're gonna release that. Okay, now I want to touch on this article that came out about the FTDs, right? They soar past, what was it? AMC fails to deliver, soar past 400,000. Okay, and I'm going to touch on what an FTD is, but let me play this little clip. It's freaking funny. They're back, right? After bouncing around in mostly low levels in November, December saw AMC Entertainment Holdings fails to deliver soar to over 400,000. AMC registered 5,523 shares as failed to deliver as of December 14th, right? And I'm assuming that's why we saw the Fintel glitch or those glitches, right? Because they're doing some kind of shady stuff, in my opinion, guys. I can't prove it right now, right? But that was the proof, that glitch, okay? This represents a nearly 70-fold increase from the last reporting period. Shares fail to deliver when a trade is not closed out properly, right? This can happen for many reasons, right? Like administrative errors. But if it keeps happening over and over and over, guys, that's not, just a normal human error. Like that seems to be when it's like more on purpose. But then there is a persistent pattern of high fails to deliver, as we saw through much of 2021. That can be a sign of something more nefarious. Naked short selling or selling short shares that one does not own can cause high fails to deliver, huge fails to deliver, right? The shares are never delivered because they never existed in the first place. This illegal trade is a powerful way to push down a stock price, okay? Remember that drop? Remember that fake drop? I mean, man, they took a huge risk there. I want to see, right, the SEC actually investigate, or hopefully the DOJ with this probe will find something. Sure enough, as fails to deliver mounted in the first half of December, we see a steady decline in AMC's share price. Shares fell 14% in less than 2 weeks. And here we go. Are completely out of line, right? Because compared to other stocks with much larger companies, Amazon, they only had 43 failed to delivers in December. Apple had 36,000, but their float is trillion, like 3 trillion is their float, something like that, right? And Microsoft had 0, guys, 0 fails to deliver. But AMC over here has over 400,000, right? And then maybe nothing inappropriate, but maybe nothing inappropriate is happening here. But I like to see the SEC investigate it and find out, rather than releasing the same shocking data month after month with a shrug. I agree with that, man. Like we need to start putting some pressure on them, okay? In my opinion, because this is proof right here, guys. Like, how is it that the apes find more and more and more proof than these people who are supposed to be in charge of this? Check this out. I'm gonna bring this one up. This is insanity. 708,000 FTDs on 12/3. Look at how these FTDs directly correlate in suppressing AMC's price action. This is market manipulation and could not be more transparent. Better be held accountable to deliver on their T35 dates. Okay. Now this gives you the T plus 35. Supposedly when it hits that, they don't deliver it. They have 35 days, right, to fix it. And that's what they do on purpose, guys, right? When they're down, when we're beating them, the price is going up, they're not processing and they're letting these orders turn into FTDs so that they can deal with it later. And again, I think we have about $21 million coming in here if they're held accountable. I can't, predict the future or guarantee anything, but here's the dates, guys, okay? So we have some money. We should have some money coming in here and to cover those FTDs from December. All right, guys. So yeah, that's I think all I got. As far as the AMC part today. So let's go ahead and move on to Lucid. Okay. Where do I got it? Right here. All right, this is the daily chart for Lucid. We're sitting at 39.09, negative 4.5%. Pretty much my whole watch list was red today. Only a few were green, right? So yeah, it's not fun, right? It's not easy to just look at your account negative, right? It sucks. But this is a cycle, guys. Remember, it's a pattern. It's gonna switch over soon, I think. All right, so this is the daily. We're still right here. I pointed this out yesterday that this candle went above it. Now it didn't necessarily, I would have loved to see another green candle here, right? But today was a red candle. So we'll see, but it looks like it's bouncing off of the top of this. Okay, so it's not necessarily over or anything like that, right? Can still see some bullish momentum coming in. Volume was really low, 30 million. Now I think when you start to see 70 million plus volume is when you're gonna get the extra push that we need to get this start to move back to the $45 area. Okay, we can go ahead and look at the 2-minute real quick just to kind of see again. Look, huge dip before the rip, right? That's what I always tell you guys. Remember, if you see a big red dip, boom, which again, just real quick on AMC, that big dip that we're in right now, guys, it would make sense for us to rip to like that $250, $200 level, in my opinion. Okay, so these are the EMAs. You know, as soon as you get that bounce and you start mounting and you go up, that's when you're showing bullish momentum. All right, and big red candle in the volume there, you know, that's a lot of selling. Could have just been day traders, right, from yesterday and so on. But yeah, you just most likely it's going to turn into a cup and handle. You know, usually that's the pattern when you see something like this. Okay, cup and handle, and that's a bullish pattern. Okay, now what I do want to touch on as far as Lucid, I have this article, guys, and this is good news. This is how you bring in revenue, right? Check this out. Lucid plans to enter European markets this year. Lucid, right? Right here. Lucid Group on Tuesday said it would expand into European markets this year, guys, as demand for electric vehicles soar after several countries pledged to end dependence on fossil fuels for mobility. Expansion to European markets will begin this year. Stay tuned for country-specific delivery information, the California-based electric car maker tweeted. Reservations for the company, you know, we've gone over this from 13,000, they rose to 17,000. You know, I'm sure right now they're in the 20s, maybe 25,000, I would say, reservations, right? And they saw a significant demand for the cars, right? Once they started delivering them, people saw them. Like, it's a freaking beautiful car, man. Freaking love it. And, you know, I love the black one. Like, if I were to get one, it'd either be black or white, you know? The black one is nice to me. Chief Executive Peter Rawlinson, right? He said that in October 2021 that he launched the Lucid Air sedan, was set to happen in the Middle East and Europe in 2022 and even China in 2023, all right? Last month, the company received a subpoena from the U.S. Securities, whatever, seeking documents related to investigation into its blank check deal, so on and so on, all right? Cool. So that's really good news, guys, to me, right? With Lucid, that's how you bring in money, revenue. That's how you're going to sell your product and in order to move up the price as well, right? Like, the more sales, the better, guys, the more money under their belt. And like I always say, you know, I compare this to Tesla because the range is there, guys. Like, Tesla, you know, it's a beast. It's over 1,000 a share. But Lucid is what, freaking $40 right now, $30, $39. Could definitely get within the next year. I think it's going to be over 100, guys, right? That's just my prediction. That's just my price tag, my price point. Okay, that's all I got to cover on Lucid for today, right? So let's go ahead and move on to Bitfarms. Okay, Bitfarms, guys, it's kind of swinging a little bit, right? It did have a green day today, 2% at 516, but nothing crazy, right? As you can tell right here, we're on the 1-hour chart here. Ever since, you know, this fall here, it just 1, 2 kind of fell hard. Saw a little bullish momentum and then it broke down. All right, so we're halfway, guys. Obviously tomorrow I want to see it cross these EMAs for the rest of the week. I would love for it to end up around like $6 on Friday. Okay, as you can see, right, we would have to move past these resistance. These are going to be resistance points because they acted as support, but we went underneath them. So now you're looking at resistance on its way back up. Now, Volume is still low, guys. 6 million, better than yesterday. I think it was a little bit lower yesterday. Anytime you want to see a big move, you're going to need volume, right? You need buying pressure to come in to move the price. That's what you want to see. Yeah, so let's see. Let's just zoom out or zoom in a little bit. It's right underneath the supply and demand zone, but it is above the EMAs, okay? So that's important to look forward to tomorrow, okay? Oh, actually, it was up 3%, all right? Must have not updated, but yeah, nothing else to really point out on the chart, I don't think. Just to give you an overall picture of what's going on here, right? So yeah, it seems to like to trade in this zone. Okay, so tomorrow, that's what I expect. If not, guys, if it gets rejected here, well, you're gonna see it come right back down to this $4.50 area. All right, if you're bearish on it, which I'm not, guys. I mean, and let me show you why I'm so bullish on this too. This article came out. Okay, Bitfarms and Marathon Digital both mined over 3K Bitcoin in 2021. All right, and now keep in mind, guys, Mara is at $34.13, right? Now that's what I want to point out, right? And what's it called? Bitfarms is at $5.17. See that range? You see that range where you know, the other one's worth more, but they pretty much do the same thing. Bitfarms and Mara, right? Two of the world's largest publicly traded Bitcoin miners, each announced on Monday that they had mined over 3,000 Bitcoin in 2021. Canada-based Bitfarms produced 3,452, and Marathon produced 3,197. The total holdings grew to more than 3,300, and it was worth 151.8 million. And then that's why, because they have 8,000 Bitcoin, and they're worth 375 million. All right. Now, even though they're mining these guys, they're not selling them right away. They're actually holding on to most of them because they believe in the future Bitcoin will go up, right? So why sell it now when they can just sell some of it just to cover your bills or whatever you need to do to expand if you need some money, right? But because right now Bitcoin's in a downtrend, right? It hasn't been able to pass that 50 mark recently. But remember, they have competitors too, but you know, in my eyes, Bitfarms is a strong one, guys. One of the better ones, because these other ones, Hut and Bitmining and Riot, they haven't even released their 2021 mining totals, right? It's already January, guys. Like, they're kind of slacking, right? Okay, so I just wanted to point that out for Bitfarms. Okay, and then now lastly, let's just touch on Loopring. Let's check this out. All right, Loopring right now, like I said, look, it's under this this line right here, barely, right? It's trying to get above it, which is the VWAP. And I have this pitchfork drawn out because it kind of just gives you a range, right? What I want to see is, of course, start to push up. We're currently at 208. And it's just kind of low volume right now, right? What I want to see is more volume. You know, we need Bitcoin to start moving, like I tell you guys over and over, because it's going to move with Bitcoin as well, unless we can get the official news of, or an update at least, on the NFT marketplace, right? That's the big deal. That's what's going to take this to $5 to $10 in my eyes, in my opinion, guys. And that's why I'm holding this baby, okay? So let's move over here, and I'm just gonna go through a couple things here, right? There's some testing going on, so it says looks like 95 NFTs were just minted 40 minutes ago. Seems like some testing or something is happening. Okay, this is of course with the NFT marketplace platform. Let's see what else. Oh wow, finally reached my goal of 30,000 loops. Nice. In case you missed it, right? This is what I really wanted to point out. 142 million daily trading volume on Loopring L2, and an all-time high. One of the many milestones we hit in 2021. A full 2021 report and recap coming this week. Ooh, that's something to look forward to, guys. Obviously, right, they're back testing for a reason, because I think they're getting ready to launch this baby. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But you know, I'm holding. I think the bull run is coming, guys, right? We just have to be patient. It's the beginning of the year, right? So new fresh money is going to come into all of this eventually, okay? And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Just remember, if anybody knows, has information, guys, on where he is, we got to look out and find him so that we can ask him to do his job, right? Like, to help retail, protect retail, right? Because we don't have we have a disadvantage when it comes to the markets, okay? So yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I thank you very much for stopping by, and I appreciate you, listening to my information and all that. And I'm gonna come every day with it, right, guys? And that's the goal, right? New subscribers, I love it. We're growing. So let's keep this rolling, all right? Hope you have a great rest of your day, like always, guys, and peace out.